You're saving money, you're making a better choice for the planet, you're feeling good after you eat your meal. This is the kind of salad that you're actually gonna be excited to have, and I just know every bite is gonna be so satisfying. Taking $50 and turning it into a week of dinners is not that easy in 2024, but it is possible. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. This is the final day of my $50 budget grocery series. This is the 11th time I've done it though, so welcome back to week 11. If you're new here and you're looking for the list and all the other recipes we've made this week, everything is linked in the description for you, so head there first. If you're just tuning into my channel for the first time, I love doing these series where I take a $50 to $75 grocery haul, I turn it into 5 different recipes that each make 4 servings. So at the end of the week, you've used up all the ingredients on your grocery list and you've gotten 20 meals that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and just overall veggie-packed, protein-packed, delicious, seasonal. These meals are always my favorite ones to put together. So far this week, we've made a 1-pot caramelized shallot pasta. We've made a roasted garlic, cauliflower, and tomato soup with crispy quinoa. We've made a saucy beans, greens, and sausage skillet. And we've made a maple cider glazed tofu with mashed sweet potatoes. Every meal has gotten better to me as it's gone on. And today we're doing a sheet pan autumn quinoa salad. There's gonna be a ton of different components to this salad, and that's gonna contribute to different flavors, different textures. I'm calling it a sheet pan quinoa salad because many of the components are gonna be put on the sheet pan, baked, and then just tossed in with the quinoa and the kale. Also, if you're looking for breakfast for the week to go along with my meal plan, that's available for you on my Substack for all free subscribers. The cost is $18.50 to add the breakfast items to the grocery list, and you'll get 18 to 20 savory breakfast muffins for the week. Each one has over 14 grams of protein, and they round out your meal plan for the week. Really quickly before we go into the ingredients, please subscribe to my YouTube. Hit that subscribe button right below. You can see all the videos I have coming up for you. I'm also gonna post one video that includes everything, the grocery list, all 5 of the recipes at once. So that will be coming in a little bit. And in the meantime, get on my Substack newsletter. That link is in the description as well. I'm gonna send out a recap on Sunday, and that's gonna include the grocery list, the pantry staples, all the recipes that we made this week, all in one spot, so you can very easily see everything written out. Okay, I've done enough talking. Let's get into the ingredients. And you're gonna notice that this is literally just everything on the grocery list that we have not used. I try to use up every single ingredient that we buy, and that's what we're gonna do today. Let's start with the pantry staples. These are things that you're just gonna find in your pantry, like oils and vinegars and spices. What we're gonna need for this recipe is olive oil, maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, and then for spices, we're gonna be using salt and black pepper, chili powder, dried rosemary, garlic powder, and some dried thyme. As far as package items, the things you're gonna need are your can of chickpeas, your quinoa. We've already used some of the quinoa, and we're gonna be using more of it today. For produce, we're finishing off our bag of sweet potatoes. We've got 2 medium sweet potatoes left. We're finishing off our carrots as well. We have 3 carrots left. We're using that second half of the bag of kale, our final shallot, and 1 clove of garlic. And for another protein, in addition to the chickpeas, we're gonna be using our boneless chicken thighs. Getting to the last recipe is always my favorite part because we have all these half bags. We've got the half bag of kale, we've got the rest of the bag of sweet potatoes, we have the rest of the bag of carrots, and it's just so satisfying to use it all up. It's just gonna feel good, whether it's because you're saving money, you're making a better choice for the planet, you're just eating home cooked meals instead of going out and getting them, you're feeling good after you eat your meal. Whatever the reason is, I'm so happy you're following along, and let's do a little bit of prep. I've got my oven preheating to 400, and then I just put some water on the stove to boil for our quinoa. So that's going on in the background, and now we're gonna prep our veggies. So let's first peel our carrots and sweet potatoes. Every time I start peeling or chopping, the dogs are just right at my feet because they think that they're gonna be getting something. They usually do, so that's on me. You can really customize this, but I think any root veggie would work really well on this sheet pan. I think beets would be great, even some Brussels sprouts. I know that's not a root veggie, but that sounds like it would be really good in here. Okay, we got the sweet potatoes peeled, and now the carrots. Carrots are usually one of my go-tos when it comes to these budget-friendly recipes because it's literally $1 for the whole bag. Reaching for those budget-friendly ingredients is so key, and that's what really can keep the price down. This one is also gonna be great for meal prep. We're using quinoa and we're using kale, which are 2 things that just hold up really nicely in the fridge. I'm also gonna mince up the shallot and the garlic. And I really mean mince on the shallot. Get those pieces super, super small. hard part over, let's get to cooking. Okay, so we've got our sweet potato and our carrots in here, and then I'm also gonna be adding the can of chickpeas. So I'm just gonna drain this, drained and rinsed, and adding to the mixing bowl. Now I'm gonna make a spice mixture, and the reason I'm adding it separately is because we're gonna put some over these veggies, and then we're gonna put some over our chicken. I'm just gonna mix this up. So that's our simple spice mixture. I'm gonna put about half of it over the veggies, and then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We'll toss to coat everything in the spices and the oil. And now I'm grabbing this large sheet pan. I'm gonna just toss all of the veggies onto the pan. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our chicken. It's all gonna go onto the same pan, make it super easy. Okay, so I wanna cut these into bite-sized pieces, so I'm using my kitchen shears. Now, if you wanted to make this recipe vegan, you very easily could. All you need to do is swap the chicken for another can of chickpeas or maybe another bean, whatever you like. Let's top it with the rest of the seasoning. And there's gonna be oil in the pan, so I'm not doing additional oil on here. There's even some in the mixing bowl. Let's add the chicken on, and you want everything in one single layer so it all gets browned and crisp. Okay, this is gonna go right into our preheated oven. While we have the veggies and the chicken baking, let's very quickly make the shallot vinaigrette. It's super simple. First is our minced shallot and garlic, some salt, black pepper, apple cider vinegar, maple for our fall flavors. And I'm just gonna whisk all of this together. Then we're gonna stream in our olive oil. And then we'll whisk for a good 60 seconds. So delish, oh my gosh. Okay, now we're gonna dress our kale. Sometimes if there's any big stem pieces, I just remove them. Now I'm gonna add half of the vinaigrette and see how that is. I think I'm gonna go in and add the rest. Dress to your preference. Okay, veggies and chicken are done. Cook that for about 30 minutes. We just need to add our quinoa and our veggies to the kale, and then we're done. And if you wanted to, you could cook the chicken and the veggies longer to get even crispier instead of just kind of like tender and brown. These can withstand a good 40 in the oven. All right, we got our veggies in. Let's transfer in the quinoa. While there are a few different components to this meal, they come together pretty quickly because you can do stuff at the same time, then it all just comes together. I feel like some people, when they think about salad for dinner, do not get that excited, but this is the kind of salad that you're actually gonna be excited to have. And I just know every bite is gonna be so satisfying. Also, love how customizable this one is. You can really make it your own, add in what you have, use up any veggies that need to be used. There's just a lot that you could do. Okay, let's give it a taste. So good. It feels so hearty and dense, but still like just makes me feel good even taking a bite because I'm tasting and seeing how many veggies are in here. The shallot vinaigrette is so simple, but it adds so much. You get that little taste of shallot and garlic in every bite. You get a little bit of the olive oil and the apple cider vinegar. It's just the perfect combination. And then that maple is bringing the sweetness too. This week has just been so fun. I genuinely love doing these budget grocery series. It's one of my absolute favorite things that I do. I love building a list that you can actually use. You can go get all your ingredients, you can follow along, you can make all of the recipes, and by the end, actually use up everything that you buy, save money, eat delicious food, and just have fun, hopefully, while you're doing it. Just to quickly recap the week, we got our $50 of groceries. The recipes that we made were a 1-pot caramelized shallot pasta. We made a roasted garlic, cauliflower, and tomato soup with crispy quinoa. We made our saucy beans and greens skillet with sausage. We made that maple cider glazed tofu with mashed sweet potatoes. And then today, we made our sheet pan autumn quinoa salad with a shallot vinaigrette. And don't forget to grab my breakfast prep recipe too over on Substack. I've got breakfast for the week all planned out for you at just $1 per serving. That's completely free, go grab it. I love how everything was very different from each other. We got pasta, we got soup, we got salad, we had a skillet, we had a plant-based meal, or multiple plant-based meals actually. I wanted to prioritize these fall flavors for this series. Fall vegetables happen to be very budget friendly, so it makes it fun to put these series together. So I hope you do follow along, or you have been following along this week. Please let me know if you are. Give me a comment, tell me how everything is going or what you think of the recipes. I'm so open to your feedback. I love doing this. This is the 11th budget grocery series that I've done. So if you're looking for more, I have so much more for you. I'll link out to all of that in the description. It always lives on the grocery series section of my website. And I use my Substack as a way to kind of round up all of this stuff. So make sure you join the Substack newsletter, the free or the paid version. You're gonna get a recap of everything at the end of this week. You'll get the grocery list, all of the recipes, and you can find some of my prior grocery series on there too. Please subscribe here on YouTube, and you can find me on social media on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Pinterest, but I'm loving posting on YouTube, so this has been so fun. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. It really means the world to me. I will see you guys next time.